हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड वेलकम बैक टू माई चैनल। तो आज की वीडियो में आपको बताऊंगा मैं कि हम रेंडर सेटअप कैसे करते हैं वीरे के अंदर और रेंडर सेटअप होता क्या है। मैंने इसका इन दोनों पीडीएफ का लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दिया है। पहली पीडीएफ आपकी रेंडर सेटअप की है, देन दूसरी पीडीएफ आपकी है जो मैं अपने रेंडर्स में यूज़ करता हूँ सेटअप उसकी। एंड गाइज एक्चुअली मेरा पीसी थोड़ा सा ख़राब हो गया था, तो मैंने ये दूसरे पीसी से रिकॉर्ड करी है वीडियो, जिसमें आपको मैंने पीडीएफ के थ्रू समझाया है सब चीज़ें। क्योंकि मेरे पीसी में इसी बग्स आ गए थे, वायरस आ गया था, तो मेरा सॉफ्टवेयर वगैरह सारे डिलीट हो गए हैं उसमें से। तो मैं अभी दूसरे पीसी से अपने वीडियो शूट कर रहा हूँ, जिसमें कि उस टाइम तो मतलब कि मेरे पास सॉफ्टवेयर था नहीं तो मैं आपको सॉफ्टवेयर पे समझाता सब चीज़ें। तो मैंने आपके लिए ये सब चीज़ें एक पीडीएफ के थ्रू समझाई हैं। चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
Rollout in different tabs. Since V-Ray 3.0, the position of the rollout has been changed. जो यूज़र हैं वो V-Ray 2.4 से या फिर जो उससे कम से आ रहे हैं उनको थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा एडजस्ट करने में, लेकिन जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं 3 टैब्स हैं जो कि बिलोंग करते हैं V-Ray को, दैट इज़ V-Ray, इनडायरेक्ट इल्यूमिनेशन और सेटिंग्स। अब इसमें 3 स्टेजेस आती हैं हमारे पास, दैट इज़ बेसिक, एडवांस्ड एंड एक्सपर्ट. V-Ray 3.0 also tries to make the artist's life bit easier by only showing the most of the important settings, right? In many roles you will find button saying basic. You can click to cycle through 3 versions, basic, advanced and expert. अब जो introduction tutorial है, we are just showing the screenshots of the basic settings. You will notice that in most of other tutorials we will be using the expert mode. Not because we will need all these expert settings, but simply to have the full control over every parameter when needed. V-Ray authorization पे आ जाते हैं अब हम। V-Ray authorization में जो ये है कि करेक्टली V-Ray लाइसेंस आपको सेटअप करना पड़ता है सर्वर इंफॉर्मेशन से, क्योंकि दिस इज समथिंग यू नॉर्मली शुड डू वंस just to make sure that V-Ray can access your license. If something is wrong, you will notice that no other V-Ray rollout will show any other information. इसमें आप नीचे हमारी इंस्टॉलेशन इंस्ट्रक्शंस को फॉलो कर सकते हैं फॉर मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन। अब इसमें V-Ray कॉपीराइट इन्फो भी है हमारी, जो हमने दी हुई है। नाउ वी कम अप टू V-Ray फ्रेम बफर. V-Ray has its own frame buffer that can replace the max VFB. The virtual frame buffer is a window that holds your render, from where you can save your image. Since V-Ray 3.0, this will be selected by default. ये जैसा कि आपको बताया कि by default ही select हो जाता है, तो आपको इतना वरी करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। V-Ray VFB से आप बहुत सारा स्टफ कर सकते हैं, जैसे कलर करेक्शन कर सकते हैं। It can also show different render elements like alpha channel. You can even control the buckets are rendered by letting them flow your mouse. This rollout also allows you to render to specific V-Ray raw image file format. Now we come to V-Ray global switches. Title says it all. A lot of global switches can be found here. A useful tab for test renders. For example, with one checkbox you can turn off displacement in the scene, all of the textures, all the lights, glosses, etc. Also a very good one is override material button. आप ये assign कर सकते हैं material. Now anti-aliasing, that is V-Ray image sampler. मैंने आपको पहले ही brief कर दिया है what is anti-aliasing is, that is V-Ray tutorial. But एक important चीज़ जो है इसमें rollouts में आती है, the image sampler smooths out the images so you don't get jagged edges और noisy shadows और reflections etc. आपका रेंडर अच्छे से निकल जाएगा, उसमें HD क्वालिटी आपको पिक्चर्स मिल जाती हैं। आप 4 इमेज सैम्पलर यूज़ कर सकते हैं। इसमें अडेप्टिव, जो कि मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस में यूज़फुल है 99% ऑफ द टाइम, दैट्स वाई इट इज़ नाउ सेट बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट मेथड. Adaptive subdivision can be useful in some rare cases, but is even announced that is may disappear in future versions. So इसको छोड़ देते हैं अभी अकेले. A special one is new progressive method. That is a special function inside the V-Ray that is use a progressive approach to rendering instead of working with usual buckets. It is very quickly displays a low quality image that it starts to refine more and more. With this option you can very quickly see the global lighting. V-Ray Adaptive Image Sampler. This rollout only exists because in the previous rollout adapted was selected. So this rollout changes depending upon the sampler you choose. अब global DMC पे आते हैं. The global DMC rollout is one of the most important rollouts of them all. This is where you can turn a 2-second preview render into a 3-hour high quality image. These settings work together with the image sampler settings and it controls the quality of everything in V-Ray. Changing value here influences GI calculation, anti-aliasing, shadow quality, DOF, motion blur, reflection, etc. Now V-Ray surroundings, basically V-Ray environment. Here you have 3 controls for your scene environment. Each can be controlled with a color texture map mapped to an infinite sphere wrapped around the complete scene. The first is GI environment, जो कि global illumination में enable किया जाता है वर्क के लिए. इसको skylight भी कहा जाता है. Now the second is the texture map to a map slot, usually a hydry image when turned off. The 3ds Max environment color is used for GI environment. Turn on the reflection environment. To have an even more control, you can also override the refraction environment by enabling this option. V-Ray color mapping. Color mapping can apply some kind of color correction to an image. For example, by choosing different types, you can prevent burns out areas in your image created by bright lights. The clamp output and sub-pixel mapping options can be used to clamp pixel to 0 to 255 range. Depending on the various type of you choose, color mapping can also be used to brighten or darken the complete image. Last but not the least, there is also a gamma control, which is in fact very important. जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं 2.2 setup tutorial for more info, and V-Ray 3.0 gamma 2.0 is enabled as default. Now we come to V-Ray camera. Need a fish-eye cylindrical or spherical camera. Here you can specify all this. The tab also controls the depth of the field and motion blur in your image. DOF is the effect when objects appear out of focus outside the certain range. This is caused by camera's aperture. The bigger the aperture, the bigger the DOF effect. DOF क्या होता है? Depth of field. Now we come to V-Ray indirect illumination, that is GI. Global or illumination controls very important to create realistic lighting. आप इसको रेफर कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे. Then we come to V-Ray irradiance map. This is also the variable rollout depending on the GI engine you choose. In the previous rollout, this one will change. By default, primary GI engine was irradiance map, so IR map rollout is shown. V-Ray brute force GI. Yet another variable rollout. Currently brute force is selected as a secondary GI engine, so this will show up. आप इसको यहाँ पे GI methods tutorial में रेफर कर सकते हैं. Now we come to V-Ray caustics. Caustics are the light patterns formed by the refracted and reflected lights. Take a look at the rendered image. These are caustics. There are 2 types of caustics, GI caustics and direct light caustics. Setting up caustics can be quite confusing because the outcome depends on the several other settings, for example in each light source. Setting up caustics you can refer from the image. Now we come to V-Ray default displacement. Check out what is V-Ray. Tutorial for a bit of info about displacement. जो ये रोल आउट है ये कंट्रोल करता है डिफॉल्ट वैल्यूज ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट which will kick in when you specify the displacement on a per material basis. Now we come to V-Ray systems, another behind the scene rollout. Here you can control, for example, how V-Ray handles your RAM. आपकी RAM कैसे हैंडल करता है V-Ray while rendering, because which can become very important when dealing with extremely high polygons scene. You can also change the render bucket size, how you want these buckets to appear while rendering in the image. Now come up to V-Ray render elements. Render elements are used to split an image. Also, render elements are used to split an image into all kind of layers which can be composited later. V-Ray use 3ds Max render elements interface, but it adds its own types. For example, आप image split कर सकते हैं into diffuse component और reflect layer, reflection layer, refraction, GI light only, etc. This kind of stuff is advanced. Render setup. You can see how I set up my render. The render which I use, the standard quality and the high quality render, I have also marked everything. You can see, you can do as per mine. There are detailed settings which I have included in this PDF. You can refer to that, and in the high quality render you can set up as per the detailed settings I have mentioned in the PDF. I have enclosed this PDF in the description of this video. You can refer it from there. Thank you.